She's one of the most celebrated comedy stars in the world, and at 91, Carol Burnett is still going strong. She grew up in Hollywood, not far from the famous Landmark, where she received an honor today that she has dreamed about for decades. Here's entertainment guru George Pinocchio.
Carol Burnett placed her hands and then her feet into cement at the TCL Chinese Theatre. She made quite an impression. As a kid, she and her grandmother used to come here to see movies, but money was tight.
Before we'd leave, my grandmother said, well, let's hit the ladies' room. So we would go in there and steal all the toilet paper. And she'd say, well, we'll be set for another month.
As a child, Carol remembers slipping her hands into the hand impressions of her favorite actress, Betty Grable.
Never dreaming that someday I'd be putting my hands here 80 years later.
Or that 50 years ago, she'd be in a skit on the Carol Burnett Show set at the famous theater, but with a ceremony that didn't go off quite the right way. This celebration went off without a hitch, hosted by Jimmy Kimmel, who mentioned some of Carol's other accolades.
7 Emmy Awards, a Tony, a Grammy, 7 Golden Globes, the Mark Twain Award.
At 91, Carol is still leaving her imprint in show business. And she could find herself with another Emmy nomination soon for her work on the Apple TV Plus series Palm Royale.
You'll get half of my money over my dead body.
Co-star and executive producer Laura Dern offered a fun fact about Carol's rich showbiz history.
Of the almost 200 people who have their handprints here, Carol has known or shared the screen with, wait for it, 127 of them.
And now my handprints are there, and I'm really amazed at it. And my grandmother was here. I think this would have killed her.
In Hollywood, George Pinocchio, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
A true classic. Wow. All right, Dick Van Dyke standing there next to her, too. That's pretty amazing.